welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have a brand new project to bring to you. Yeah, I know. So many projects already. But I could not pass this up because it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. And yeah, I know I didn't do any Halloween looks this year. Life has been too busy. But this is all about like Halloween themed horror kind of movies, and that is right up my alley. I love that kind of stuff. It speaks to me. It really does. And like the picture that these beautiful ladies chose had Freddy Krueger on it. Seriously, I had to do this. This project is Nightmare on Panning Street. Obviously themed Nightmare on Elm Street. Jalon and Valerie are the creators. They're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. And they're a good team. They really are. This runs from Halloween this year until Halloween of next year. There's like a bazillion prompts. I want to say there's like 40 or something like that. I know I counted them at some point, but I don't really remember off the top of my head. But there's a lot, suffice it to say. They have it set up roulette style. So it says randomly choose either 6 or 13 prompts, your choice, and roll in new prompts as you finish items or meet your goal. I kind of tweaked that a little bit because of how many projects that I'm doing. I am going to be doing this rolling style, but I'm not going to do it roulette because that can really mess with all of the projects that I have going on, and I really don't want to derail what I have happening here. So what I've done is I've taken the harder route of going for the 13 prompts instead of the 6, but I am going to be doing them in order. So I'm doing the first 13 prompts. As I finish one, I will roll in the very next one. So not exactly roulette, but like I have to run a very tight ship with my panning in order to make things happen. And some of these prompts are very specific. And yeah, I don't want to get slammed with something that I'm already panning 6 of, which that could cause a problem. So without further ado, let's get into this because I'm kind of excited about it. I'm kind of excited. I really am. Halloween is just so much fun. I'm actually filming this a few days early because by the time this goes live, well, I'll be asleep because it'll be midnight my time, or I'll be like in bed reading a book. But yeah, that all Halloween day, I want to concentrate on my kids and taking them trick-or-treating and all the good, fun Halloween stuff. All right, let's get into this. I'm kind of excited. A lot of good intros this month. Big ones too. So starting with the very first prompt, the ring. It's an item you want to expose the ring on the pan. I had been thinking about panning this next year anyway, and since this is going to be rolling into next year, it works out just fine. This is Tart Party. I have used it a little bit, but no pan or anything like that. And if I can't tell because I glued a washer on there, so I can't tell if there's a small ring or not, but I might have to go and expose this wide ring here, which means I would end up panning the whole thing. I just don't know if there's a smaller pan or a smaller ring under there. We'll find out, but it's okay. If I end up having to finish it, I can live with that. Next prompt is Halloween, a set of sheet masks or a full-size or deluxe size mask. I almost tried to be a little bit stinker on this one and pull in a hair mask. I'm like, nah, let's not do that, because not that it's cheating because it doesn't specifically say a face mask. I thought, now we'll save the hair mask for another prompt. So I chose this. This is a Philosophy Pore Extractor Mask. It is brand spanking new. It's still like all in the sleeves and everything else. I will do weights and stuff like that after I'm done filming, but everything that I have in here is to finish unless the prompt specifically is not to finish it. Like hitting the rings on this, and there's another one that is a usage specific prompt. Wow, words, Jess. So everything else is going to be to finish unless I say otherwise. All right, The Conjuring. You don't know what possessed you to purchase this item. I've had this for a few years, more than a few years. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer, but I got it as a color corrector because it is the peach color for dark circles, which I don't have. I get yellowing under there, but I don't have dark circles except for very rare occasions. So I'm gonna have to get very creative with this product, Jessica, words. I don't know how I'm gonna use it. I don't know. I might have to use it, I don't know. Might have to get Franken's. Who knows? But yeah, I have no idea why I purchased that. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, A Quiet Place, a product that makes you speechless. This one is literal. Bear with me here. This is the Exuviance at Home lip filler. It's the targeted lip filler. It is, it sounds more crazy than it is. It is kind of like somewhere between like a lip mask and like a moisturizer. I don't know how to explain it, but it definitely helps. Like it's hyaluronic acid based, and it definitely it fills in all of the lines and stuff that we get as we age on our lips. It looks like that. It literally makes me speechless because when I put this on, I try not to speak to create like wrinkles. I want it to be on there flat and do its thing the way it's supposed to do. So it literally will make me speechless when I put it on, and yeah, so I'm too literal sometimes, but that's for A Quiet Place. All right, The Exorcist. Love this movie. Something that makes your head spin with delight. You know it's got to be something hair related, right? So I did bring in a hair mask for this one because I love the Not Your Mother's Naturals butter masks. Absolutely love them. This one is brand new. I am working on another one in Pan What May. It is not done yet, but this one is brand new. It's like up in this range here. I will weigh it when I'm done along with everything else. But so this is for The Exorcist, something that makes your head spin with delight. My hair looks good. I feel good. Makes me very happy. I'm very delighted. All right, moving on to The Invisible Man, something that erases, like a primer, concealer, foundation, powder, etc. I'm bringing in my favorite primer. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Keep Me Matte. My nose is itchy. I am working on another primer right now. Don't know whose voice that was for a second. So I will start working on this once that one is done, but I like this one. Since I can't find the CoverGirl anywhere, this is by default my favorite primer right now. Let's see, moving on to It, a product that scares and there's lots of little symbols there, so we know what that means, out of you. Yes. Or not out of you, it scares you know what, out of you to pan. So, my favorite thing to pan, besides red lipsticks or gray, silver, blue eyeshadow, is liquid lipsticks. The bane of my existence are liquid lipsticks. So I'm putting one in. It's a nice color, so hopefully like I won't have to scream every time I put it on. This is the Buxom in Devious Dolly. It's very pretty, but it's a liquid lipstick. And I don't do liquid lipsticks. Yeah, that's going to take a hot minute to finish. I probably should have gone with Centerfold, which is more of a nude, but we're going to go with Devious Dolly. Let me scroll down to where we are. Psycho, a product that makes you crazy. Well, I'm already crazy, and it wasn't a product that did it, but there is a product that does make me crazy, and not because the product itself, but because of the packaging or the application. Drives me nuts. This is Lancome Clarifique. This is their Double Essence, which is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. The product in and of itself is wonderful, but the packaging. You have to like splash it into your hand in order to like tap it or pat it on your face. Like, I ain't got time for that. No, I don't. And that's why I haven't used it more often, even though I really like the product, because I can't with the packaging. I don't have time to like sit and splash and do all that stuff. So what's going to happen is I am going to put small amounts, because you do have to kind of shake it up, and there's a thing in there to mix it well. I'm going to shake it up, put small amounts into a small sprayer, probably like a setting spray type of bottle, and use it as like a mist because I just, no, not with that packaging. Again, I can't say enough. I love the product in and of itself, the packaging. It literally makes me insane. All right, going on to Carrie, another good one. I remember watching this when I was in, like, I don't know if my early teens or maybe preteen, and that stuck with me. Carrie was a good one. That is an item that is a sin not to have in your collection. There's quite a few things that would fall under this category, but I'm panning most of those already, so I'm putting this in, even though there's not a ton left. I don't use a ton at a time, so this will still take me a while, but tea tree oil is an absolute must-have in my collection at all times. It literally would be a sin not to have this in my routine, whether it's skincare, makeup, or whatever. I add it to everything. I put it in my moisturizer. Sometimes I'll put it with my serum. I'll even put a few drops into my foundation, especially if I'm frankening it. Tea tree oil is an absolute must-have. All right, my throat is getting dry. Pardon me. Girls, gotta have some water. All right, moving on to A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, baby. This one literally gave me a headache, and I had to talk with the girls, Amanda and Dana, to try to figure out what to put in for this prompt, and I really didn't know. And I'm kind of stretching this one a little bit because, like, it was giving me anxiety trying to figure this out. Nightmare on Elm Street is a dupe for an item you dream about purchasing. The problem is, there's really nothing that I dream about purchasing. I don't want to say I've lost all desire to buy things, but there's nothing that I feel so strongly about that I just absolutely have to have it in my collection, and then also have a dupe of that in my collection somewhere. It was almost impossible for me to do that. I don't feel that strongly about anything out there, and therefore I'm not likely to have a dupe of whatever this mythical thing would be. So what I did was, there is a product that I actually have a dupe of that I do really enjoy a whole lot, but I can't buy it because it's not cruelty free. So I guess my dream would be that that product would be cruelty free so that I could essentially buy it. But I have the dupe of it that is cruelty free. So I kind of stretched it a little bit, but it works for me. So that product for me is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I really like that product a whole lot, and I'm kind of sad that it's not cruelty free, especially since my sister-in-law used to work for Benefit, so I could get it for free if I really wanted to. Not that she does anymore, because, you know, things happened last year. But everyone told me to try the Essence Make Me Brow. I have not used it yet, but I have heard that is a fairly good dupe for Benefit Gimme Brow, so that is what I'm putting in for this particular prompt. I know it was a stretch, and it was kind of like a convoluted way to explain it, but there is nothing that I'm really just dreaming that I have in my collection. I know, I'm weird. All right, the Omen 666. I hate that number. The prompt is use 6 pans in a palette 6 times. I chose a 6-pan palette to make my life easier. This is the Juvia's Place, the Nubian Glow palette. This is what this beauty looks like. And I need to use each of these shades 6 times. I don't think that's going to be a hardship in my world, especially since it's fall. These are gorgeous fall colors. I am totally okay with that. The hardest part about it is going to be actually tallying. That's not my favorite thing in the world. Okay. Then Amityville Horror. I remember watching this. I was probably like 8 or 9 when I saw this the first time. That is a product that haunts you. I have a few that kind of haunt me. This one probably is like the biggest offense. This is from Shop Miss A. It's the, what is it? The AOA Studios or whatever that's called. I didn't actually purchase this, not on purpose. This is a 6-pan highlighter palette. When I placed my order, I was purchasing empty palettes, empty magnetic palettes, so that I could like mix and match and do my thing. Can you hear my crazy kids out there? They're watching Goosebumps and they're loud. So anyway, I ordered 4 of them, 4 magnetic palettes. They sent me 4 of this highlighter palette instead, and I never did get my magnetic palettes. They gave me a credit instead, which there was nothing else I wanted to buy, so it was basically wasted money, and that haunts me. because one, I wasted money for absolutely nothing, didn't get what I wanted, and I have 4 of these. What do I have still in here? I have 3 left. I think I gave 1 away in a giveaway. So yeah, I have 3 of these left. And this haunts me. What's going to happen with this is I'm probably going to end up using the 2 shades in the middle because those are appropriate for my skin type. These, not so much. So they're probably going to be either frankened with each other or with something else to get used up because I want to finish this whole thing so I don't even have to think about it anymore until I get to the other 2 in my collection. Frustrating. All right. Last one is Pet Sematary, and if you watch my Graveyard Project Pan finale yesterday, this is the product and project that I was speaking of, that I said it was going to be rolled over. Pet Sematary is a graveyard item, and this is a nod to Emily from Emily and Max. So I literally just did the finale for Graveyard Project Pan yesterday. I was unable to finish the pinky glitter. There is not much left. It is on my nails currently. I just want it done. I want it done, and I think I can do it. I think I can do it. All right, that is everything. This was very long-winded. Wow, intros are always too long. If you want to join in, I'm sure like there's plenty of time to join in, even if you're watching this a little bit later than it went up. There's a lot of prompts in here, so you probably would have to be a part of the Facebook group in order to get access to all of those prompts. It is too much for like a description box. But definitely go check out everyone that has joined in, especially Val and Jaylon, because they did create this amazing, amazing project. And I think that's everything. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.